Here's On The Rocks coming after it, and coming with it also is Magnum, and out wide we've got a late run from Tiptronic, but down to the post they go, and it's On The Rocks and Jake Bayliss win the ritual. On The Rocks bounded to the lead from Elusive Treasure Tiptronic. It's going to the post. On The Rocks and Jake Bayliss get the Herbie Dyke.
To ride my Pan Gerard's first Group 1 winner for her, look, she's like family, she's like a mother over here to me in New Zealand, so big thanks to her. A Group 1 to their name, I just can't believe it.
Jake Bayliss with Group 1 success at Te Rapa aboard On The Rocks, and Jake joins us now. Jake, you'd be looking at those commentaries, looking at those races and thinking, geez, this On The Rocks, he's been a pretty good horse to me.
Yeah, absolutely. He's definitely a highlight horse in my short career so far. He stands out to be one of my favourites, so what he's done for myself and Ballymore Stables is second to none.
Exactly. I think you've had 4 wins on him from 9 rides, but some of those have been features that must there'll be memories that stick with you through your racing career, I'd be picking.
Yeah, most definitely. He's taken me through all the prestigious races like the Derby and obviously the richest weight race trades in New Zealand, and he claimed that race was the Herbie Dyke. So he's taken us for a roller coaster, especially me, and just love him to bits. He's a great little horse.
What about today, Jake? What are you thinking with On The Rocks? Obviously, he's got a decent old weight to carry and not the easiest draws. How are you assessing him in today's Easter?
Yeah, exactly. You just summed it up sort of straight away. He's got, on paper, I think he's the best horse in the race. But he does got 2 big hurdles to overcome. He's got 59 kilos when 3/4 of the field are going to carry 52. So he's not overly a big horse, and he's got the next mission to try and overcome barrier 16. So there's really good speed on paper. So I'd just like to see if the field stretch out, and it'd be an ideal world if we can just slot into that sort of handy midfield spot from that gate. But it's just all got to go to plan, that's all. And if he can carry the weight and get the cosy run, I think his ability will shine in the end.
Exactly. We touched on the Te Rapa win earlier. Just showing the New Zealand stakes at Group 1 level last time out. What did you make of this performance, and how do we assess it as punters, Jake?
Look, I forget his last run at Ellerslie. He's absolutely hopeless in the wet. Even if you sort of ride him in a gallop on a soft track here at Matamata, he's absolutely hopeless. So he's a different horse on top of the ground, and obviously we got the firm track today. So he's running the Herbie Dyke. Obviously it was set up for him to win with Dun sort of rolling forward and knocking into a spot. But as I said, it was a good little field. It was only a small field, and he showed his true colours that day, and he's a very underrated animal.
Okay, yeah, we're going to go back and have a look at the Ritual Mile as well, because this shows just what he's capable of at Ellerslie. This is on a good 3 track, and geez, he closed this race off beautifully, didn't he? And this just, I think, Jake, just shows what this horse is capable of, isn't it?
Absolutely. I think also you've got to put in mind too, that was only second up, so he wasn't quite at his peak fitness, and he did have the benefit of having 52.5 kilos. And it was a nice, genuinely run race, and he found a good spot. But you just have to see how well he relished the line. I'd like to see the sort of similar result today. If not with the 59 kilos, will be a task. But as I said, that was a second up run. He's back pretty much first up again today because he's had a good freshen up, and he's back to the mile. So if he gets the right trip and transit and holds the weight, as I said, class will shine.
Where have you got him posted from 16 in your early assessments of where the speed and where they'll settle, Jake?
Yeah, look, I've gone through it briefly. I'll go through it a little bit more when I get to the races, but and talk to my managers, Stewie Lang, and obviously Pam and Mike. But look, there seems to be some great speed on paper, and you'd just like it to be an ideal race where they're really stretched out like brown cows, and you can just sort of find your spot somewhere. Obviously, gate 16 in a bunch field is very difficult to try and find your spot. So you got the Minigrade and a few others there that should set a good genuine tempo. As a matter of fact, if we can get in, then run them down with the 59 kilos while they're carrying 52. But I wouldn't want to be any worse than midfield just with that weight. That's all.
Okay, let's get through your other rides through the program at Ellerslie. Jake, we kick you off in race 2 with the Zaza Gabor, currently at 360 and contesting favouritism. You rode this horse to win her maiden 3 starts back and were aboard for that last start run. It was in rating 82 company behind Concert Hall and back in grade today. How are you assessing her?
Yeah, look, she is also a nice mare going through her grades. She was a bit loose on the heavy track about 7 weeks ago at Matamata. It just sort of brought a bit undone, and she didn't handle it that very well. So we also got to be mindful today that she is stepping up to the 2100 and had 7 weeks between runs. So whether she's fit enough or she's going to see out the trip is a question mark, but I believe she will. It's just a matter of fact how fit we got her, and she can find a nice spot from that awkward draw too, from barrier 8 or 9. It's only a small field, could be a tactical sort of race, so we'll just have to find a spot early and put her to sleep. There'll be no doubt her seeing the trip. It's just a matter of fact how she'll come from 7 weeks for a mile, stepping up to 2100, 7 weeks between runs.
Have you been on her back in training in the last couple of weeks?
I have. I've ridden all her recent gallops, and they've been quite promising. She's just been sitting off them and finishing her work off strong, so all thumbs up from my end with her work. As I said, she's probably maybe the fatter horse going into the race.
Okay, let's move you on to the third, and you're on the likely leader in this race in Joyanna. In rating 82 company, we know what she's capable of. She's at 10 and 245 from barrier 4. Are you likely to press forward as her normal practice? Yeah,
exactly. She's got good form at Ellerslie as well, so my manager reported that Mr. Blackie said that she's almost back to her best form, so that's a bit of confidence going in today, and she's drawn well, so I can't see anything else leading but her, so hopefully she just gets that nice rhythm and she kicks away in the corner once she can, so I'm expecting a bold showing from that runner today.
Okay, so you're giving it sounds like an each-way chance in your assessment.
Yeah, that's right. Obviously, my manager Stewie Lang, we all know how well he is with his form, and he's a very good judge. So, 9 out of 10 times when he's confident with one, when he going through your odds with you, he's not far off. So, he gave me a bit of a heads up that, like he said, that she's almost back to her best form. So, it gives me a bit of confidence too.
Okay, in race 6, which is the Group 3 Championship Stakes, you take on the ride on Lord Arthur for Murray Baker, Andrew Forsman. The run last time in the Manawatu Classic, what'd you make of that?
Yeah, look, I actually haven't had really a chance to go through this race yet. Obviously, just picked it up this morning from the absence of Troy Harris today. So I was on the ballot with Nerve Not Verve, who I thought was a good chance if she got a run, but unfortunately she didn't. So haven't had a really good look yet into this field, let alone the horse's form. But obviously one of Baker's stepping up to the 2100 from the mile, you know they're going to be rock hard fit and should find a nice spot from barrier 6. So when you're one of Baker's, you can always be pretty confident, can't you?
Yeah, exactly, and we'll try and give you the update why Troy isn't riding today as well, but he is off all his rides from Ellerslie. Yep, Jake picking up that ride on Lord Arthur. And your last ride, anything but, in race 8 here. Jake, when you've gone through the form, you're on a 350, 160 favourite, drawn 11. How are you sort of assessing your chances here?
Look, I honestly think this horse is a really, really good animal. The feel he's giving me in his track work is quite goosebumps. He is a naughty horse. He's got plenty of temperament about him, but lucky enough, he's got stacks of ability. He's shown that on and off the track. He ran into a nice one last out of Nigel Tiley's and probably ridden a little bit too close to my liking. He still kicked on well to run second and probably was whacking away in the worst part of the going. So. From 11 today, look, I'd just like to drop my hands on him and fall asleep somewhere, and he's got a really big finish on him. I think this horse has got a bright future.
Geez, he's given us a decent push for this in the Jake, and so you think he'd be winning today?
Yeah, as I said, I think probably not on paper. There's a few other rides you'd sort of look at that were my better rides, but the feel that he's given me through his work and race day, he's got a big future ahead of this horse. As I said, he's quite temperamental animal, so you don't know what sort of horse you're going to get race day. If anything's going to stop him, it is his temperament. But As I said, he's given me a great feel, and he's quite a nice horse, and he will go through his grades, and I think he will get black type in no less than 12 months' time.
Okay, one thing that I'm sort of seeing when I go through all your statistics is that in winter time in New Zealand, you've only had 4 rides for 2 wins. What is the plan for Jake Bayliss in the coming months? Will we see you ride here in the winter, or have you got plans to be elsewhere?
Actually, today is my last meeting, and then I will be heading off to Hong Kong for just under 2 weeks for a holiday to catch up with my brother Regan Bayliss, obviously, who's riding over there and doing very well. So looking forward to a bit of a freshen up, and then I'll be settling over into Brisbane and Calandra stables with Mike Marini's horses, such as On the Rocks and Pin Me Down and She's a Thief, who will be heading over. So really looking forward to getting back home on the farm with the family and just enjoying a bit of home time, and then you could sort of expect me to be back here around the Hastings Carnival time in about 4 months' time.
The formula really worked for you last year, wasn't it? You got over to Brisbane and went really well there. And there was a little bit of doubt about whether you'd come back, but it sounds like it is in your plans to return again this time.
Yeah, obviously, I think I more got caught up in the fact that I had the best of both worlds in Brisbane. Obviously, things were going quite nice. I had good support from Robert Heathcote, who's a well-respected trainer in Queensland, and I also had living with the grandparents and just family around me. So I think I sort of got caught up into that, and did have my doubts about coming back to New Zealand. And it wasn't until Mike Maroney sort of got back on the phone to me and gave me a bit of an extra push to come back, and what a decision it's been from himself, like to give me that bit of an extra push. Even though I love riding here in New Zealand, it's been a great successful stint this time around with 2 Group 1s and a couple of Group 2s and also some Group 3s. So very grateful I come back and grateful for the opportunities I've been given from everyone, and looking forward to just clocking off for a bit and enjoying my time back home, and then looking forward to tackle it all over again for stint number 3.
Yeah, well, congratulations for your success here in New Zealand on this St Jake, and best of luck for your time in Queensland. You've been a breath of fresh air for us, very accessible, which I know all in the media here in New Zealand have loved. Well done for your achievements here. Good luck today and for the future as well.